Hey guys, and welcome to Anime Adventures, a show usually hosted by Elise Baughman, but I decided to hijack her show today, and this time I'm going to be flipping the tables and I'm going to be interviewing her. So what is Anime Adventures, you say? It is a show hosted by Elise Baughman where she brings people from anime and comic to you guys with interviews. And this is actually part of a series from Kamehacon that is brought to you by Con Live, where they bring the conventions to you at your home. Who am I? I'm SSJGoshin4. I'm a Dragon Ball collector, YouTuber, and a fan in general. So, Elise Baughman, who is she? She's amazing. She's a voice actress, she's an on-screen actress, and also she's a host. She does so many things. Without further ado, let's bring her on here, Elise Baughman.
Hi!
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. So it feels weird to be interviewed versus doing the interviewing, but I can't think of a better person than you because I love you.
Yes, I know. We're great friends. I'm so happy to be talking to you again. Love this. I love this.
Yes, this is so great because I've interviewed you when you were actually cosplaying Pan. You've interviewed me, so it's great that we're doing this again today.
Yes, always great to have you. So, thank you everybody for joining us as well, everyone who's watching.
Yeah, thank you for being here. And if you're watching on Anime Adventures later, thank you for being here.
Yes. So, I guess we should get started right off to the questions.
Sure.
So, we got first one here.
Okay, hit me.
Ka-chan. How did you get the voice of Pan? How did you figure out that voice for Pan?
Oh, okay, so the voice of Pan, and I'll start off by saying, hey, it's great to be here. I'm the voice of Pan on Dragon Ball GT.
Yes.
So, yes, so the way I got this, because I majored in accounting. I came from corporate, but I had started pursuing acting. I was doing the acting thing. I was doing on-camera work. I had gone to my agent and said, hey, I want to be a voiceover actor. She nicely said, well, we actually, we want you to go through some steps. Here's your to-do list. I was doing my to-do list because as an accountant, I like my little checklist. But I was also doing improv at the time. I was part of an improv troupe. And we went to dinner one night after one of the shows. And it just so happens that Mike McFarland, whom everybody will know in the Dragon Ball world, he is Dragon Ball director and the voice of Master Roshi, of course. He was in a different troupe. And so he had joined us for dinner. And I was a huge fan of animation and watched animation all the time. I didn't actually know much about anime at the time, but some of my improv buddies and Mike were talking about anime and I was fascinated. I was like, oh, tell me more. I want to know more about anime. I want to know more about, they were talking about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT at the time, which they were holding auditions for. And I said, how can I get an audition for this? So Mike was the one who told me how to get an audition. He got me the audition, and Pan was the first thing that I auditioned for. Wow. Now, what was interesting is I had gotten sick, and sometimes I leave this part of the story out, not contagious sick. I have asthma, so about twice a year I get really bad asthma where I cough a lot, I can't breathe as well. So I'd gotten that. And so I was a little raspier than I normally am when I speak. And so when I auditioned, I kind of had probably more of a rasp to me. So when I actually booked the job, I recorded, a couple of episodes, and I kept thinking, I'm going to get fired because the rasp is gone. And so it took about 5 episodes where I was like, okay, so I think they're going to keep me. But that was how I booked the role of Pan. That's actually, then I went to my agent and said, hey, guess what? I'm working as a voiceover actor. So Pan really launched my anime career, what made me fall in love with anime, with the Dragon Ball franchise, and got me started as a voiceover actor.
That's awesome. And it's like a funny story because you thought you weren't going to possibly keep the role because you were like, oh my God, I'm sick.
It's like, the rasp is gone. Are they going to keep me? So each time I went in there and I tried, I always do my best. Even to this day, I still love every voiceover and on-camera job that I get. But I was just like, I've got to do so well because they need to keep me. What if they get rid of me? So yeah, Barry Watson was one who started directing, and then they switched over and Chris Bevins started directing and directed the rest of the series. So yeah, I just remember that point where I was like, okay, whew, I think they're keeping me.
And that's awesome because Pan is iconic in my eyes. So
well, thank you. Well, I love that you are a fan of Pan, and I love your shirt, by the way.
Oh,
we should say you've got an awesome GT shirt.
Yes, I gotta represent. I have to represent.
I know I need to get one.
Okay, here's another awesome question, actually, by Vacuum Dog. What made you want to start interviewing?
Oh,
that's a good one.
Good one. Yes. And I have to say thank you because we knew ahead of time that we were going to talk. So I did post questions on my community tab for subscribers. So thank you to people who gave us questions. So I loved interviewing. Gosh, I've loved it for a long time. And I've done that as part of my on-camera work. I've done all kinds of interviews. So what I had not been doing was conventions. I guess I didn't get the memo that we could go to conventions. I think I did one a long time ago, like when I was actually recording for Pan. And then fast forward, I just started doing conventions in 2018. So my very first convention was in San Antonio. I went with Rick Robertson and I was like, I love doing interviews. I have a camera and a microphone. And I thought it would be a unique way to bring in actors' perspective and kind of bring an inside perspective and interview my fellow anime voice actors and bring maybe that perspective to fans, to people who liked the show, to people who maybe couldn't go to conventions or couldn't, hit every convention in the world and see every actor they like. So that's really what got it started. And then I discovered that I loved it as I expected. And then I just love the community because I've got some people who have been so loyal from the beginning or who have been loyal since they discovered the channel and comment all the time. So it's really cool interacting with people who comment on the channel. So I love doing it. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah, that's awesome because I do remember actually reaching out to you back then and saying,
yeah,
are you going to do conventions? And me not thinking you were going to answer, and you did, and it was amazing. So.
Oh, that's right. Was that before I started doing conventions?
Yes, it was.
Yes, I forgot because you reached out to me, and then we've done a convention together. I think one that you actually got me on in Savannah. Yes. Yeah, because that's where we interviewed. So yeah, you and I have been friends. Gosh, that was 2018 or 2017.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So crazy how things work, right?
It's crazy how things work.
Okay, so next question is from Alisa. What's the best part about being a part of the Dragon Ball franchise?
Oh, that one's easy to answer, and it kind of goes back to community, very much like the Anime Adventures community. I think the Dragon Ball franchise has such a good community and people who just love Dragon. Well, I mean, you know this too, because you're part of so many different Dragon Ball groups, and then you've got people who just are such great supporters of you and your channel and your social media. So I would say the same thing because I'm part of some Dragon Ball groups, and then I have people who just love Dragon Ball. And I think some of the best things are just hearing the stories. Like, I watched Dragon Ball growing up, and here's what it meant to me. It helped me through some hard times, or it showed me that, I loved Goku, and it showed me that I could be confident and strong too. And now my son or daughter is watching it. So there are so many great stories that I've heard. I even get chills thinking about some of the stories. There are so many great stories that I've heard. So I just love being part of that. And then you go to something like a Kamehacon, and the energy is electric when everybody's there from one fandom. So it's been, man, I can't believe I missed out on conventions for so long, because just being there for whatever show, but especially for Dragon Ball, it is amazing and electric.
Yeah, I know. I can feel the energy too every time I go. I love conventions, and I see people here saying, "Love this." Hi, Karan.
Oh, good. Oh, I missed that. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Someone we see
Oh,
Taryn. I love to see a standalone series focusing on Pan, maybe a spin-off of her growing up to adulthood. That would be amazing. I would love that too.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Taryn, can you call somebody and pitch that?
Yes,
Make that happen, please.
Would love it. I've always said that too. I'm like, I would love to see Pan like older. They should do like a time skip or something. I know we saw her as an old lady, but I want to see her as like an adult.
Oh, I think that would be awesome to see her as an adult or see her come back. And there's always rumor of her coming back. I mean, I know we've seen her as Baby Pan, but
yeah,
that would be amazing.
And we need her Super Saiyan.
Oh my gosh, I know. That's so cool. I want to see her Super Saiyan. In fact, I've got this pin that I keep on my desk. I partnered with the Geek Side, and we did a Super Saiyan Pan pin because I would love that. That'd be amazing.
Yes, and you guys should check it out on your shop Elise Baughman.
Oh yeah, the shop elisebaughman.com. Yeah, I get asked about the Pan pin, the Super Saiyan pin and prints, and it's all on my shop. Yes. You know what I do want to do? And you may be getting to this, but somebody posted Devin on my channel and asked me to do Kamehameha in Pan's voice. Should we do that?
We would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Yes.
Okay, let's see if I have room. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, my voice came out at the end.
No, that was great though.
It was kind of like a
no, like on the spot, that was perfect. Like Daniel Rio says, "I love Pan." Yes.
Yeah, that Kamehameha, the director would have gone, so Elise, could we maybe have another take of that? We kind of gave out and that one didn't sound so strong. So I definitely would have been doing that one again.
That was a great try, definitely, for on the spot. Okay, next a question by SSJ Jerry. Which I recognize you. Hey, what's up, Jerry?
Yes. Do you recognize him from your channel too?
Yes, I do. We've actually collabed in the past. So, hi, Jerry.
Oh,
if you're watching. Yes. He says, have you ever tried singing in any of your characters' voices? And is that difficult?
Okay. So I have had to sing twice, not as Pan, but as Yoko Okino in Case Closed. And I think it was just like 4 lines or something, and she was similar to my voice. I also sang in an animated series called Boz the Bear. It was about a big green bear. It's by the creators of Barney. So I had to sing in her voice too, which was similar to mine. And here's what's funny. It's harder for me to sing in my voice. It's easier if I'm doing like a little bitty, like a younger sound. It's easier for me to sing in a true character voice than in my voice.
Ah, that's interesting.
So, yes, because I'm not a singer. And I think sometimes people think all voice actors are singers. Many of them are, and many of them are so talented. I can sometimes carry a tune, but more so if I'm doing a true character voice. So there are times, it's funny, when I did Mom Baxter, Mrs. Baxter on Boz the Bear, and there were some times where I did like talk singing is what they called it, where we're in the grocery store. And then I did other parts that were singing, but I had to really amp up for it.
Yeah, because people expect like that you guys probably use the same kind of techniques when it comes to singing and then voice acting. So I guess people just think they go hand in hand, but sometimes not everybody knows how to sing, you know?
Yeah, or they can get by, but I'm not a true singer like so many of my actor friends are.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but that's a good question because that's one that people wonder about.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a great one. Thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
Next one we have is by TJ Noah. What is challenging to you as a voice actor?
Ooh, challenging. So apparently doing a Kamehameha.
I'm sure the screaming and all that stuff is challenging.
It was, when we did it, for long periods, it was. Right. But I guess I think everything is so exciting. Like I said, I majored in accounting, so it was so exciting to start working and having a career as an actor. I think that just keeping the business going can be a challenge, because it's like I did sales for a little bit too. I sold fiber optic assemblies and broadcast cables. Oh, wow. That was actually good training as an actor, because it's like a sales job. It's just you're the product. So you have to always keep up, whether you're a beginning actor or an actor who's been doing it for a long time, you always have to be working on your craft and keeping your materials fresh with your agent, and almost doing like a sales job, keeping your marketing fresh. So, right. That could be considered a challenge. Of course, if you like what you do, it's all good and fun. Right. So, that's actually a good question.
Yeah, because if you love what you do, it never ever feels like work.
Yes, I heard that somebody say that the other day. It's very true. It makes me appreciate what I do, because I love the people I worked with, but I didn't feel like accounting was my calling in life. So, every job will have its ups and downs, but I go, it's ups and downs are in my current job as a voice actor and on-camera actor way better than what I was doing.
Right. Yeah. And it's funny because you started doing the accounting, and then voice acting is completely different realms,
It's completely different. Yeah. I've had a couple of people say, did you just go down the alphabet? Accounting, acting was next. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though, that's where you end up finding what you love, in voice acting.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to try. And when I first started, I was taking acting classes while I was doing corporate America, and I really didn't know if that's the path that I was going to go down for a career. Oh, Dakota.
Oh, hi. Hello there.
Just excited for July. We are excited for July.
The Mayacon. Oh, thank you, thank you, Josiel. Thank you.
Yes, I know. I love pink hair. I wish I were brave enough to have pink hair.
I've had every color. So.
Have you really?
Yeah, I've had red, blue, purple. Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Oh my gosh, you're very brave.
Well, actually, we have a question for me, which is interesting. Thank you, Phantom Slayer, for the question. Wow, that's very nice.
Oh, that's right. That's right, from my channel. Yes.
Yes, so that's nice of you. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
He asked, how long have you been a fan of Pan, and how many years exactly? Well, I've loved Pan since I was 10, the same age as Pan, actually.
Oh, you have since you were 10?
Yes, I looked up to Pan. I love her. So, being a 10-year-old, watching a little girl, kick butt on screen, I just really, really admire that. And she could hold her own with the guys, and she didn't let her size, her age, her gender, let her suffer. She was full of adventure. She was a tomboy like I was. So, just love her. I love Pan. So
that's great. We had talked about that one time, but I forgot how young you really were. So it was 10.
Yeah. And it's so funny because even being a 10-year-old, I did look at the credits and would look at the voice actors and everything. Even as 10, I used to be like, oh, wow, this is who plays Goku. This is who plays Pan. This is who plays.
Really? It's interesting that at that age you were aware that, I should look at the credits and see who voiced these actors, who voiced these characters, excuse me.
Right. Yeah, and I've looked up to all you guys since that age, so this is awesome for me to be here. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes, I love it.
That's so great.
So pretty much since I was about 10, that's how long I've loved Pan, and now I have a huge collection and everything, so...
Oh, wow. Yeah, because you've shown me some things. I remember in our interview that we did in Savannah, and I can't remember which interview it was, but you have this Pan from a long time ago. I think it may have been one of your first Pan collectibles.
Yes.
And it is so cool.
I've had it since I was 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So, and it was from Italy, and then I had to get it signed by you. I was like, you need to sign this.
I know, I was kind of nervous because I was like, oh, she's had it so long. This makes me nervous.
Yeah, so, I've loved her since forever. She's a big part of my life and Dragon Ball in general. Of course, you guys know that. Love it so much.
That's awesome. And I just saw we had another comment from Taryn pop up about the interview. I can't remember exactly, but thank you, Taryn, for the nice comment.
I think he said we need more interviews like this and more great personalities. So yes, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, there it is. Great topics and personalities. Oh, thank you. Well, Taryn, we do. We have more interviews coming up. That's the good news. So you should subscribe to Anime Adventures, and because this will live on Anime Adventures. I know that some of you are posting live, but you can subscribe and see more interviews like this. So thank you, Taryn.
Yes.
And subscribe to SSJGoshin4's channel too. Tell them your channel.
Oh, thank you. My channel is SSJGoshin4, where I do many reviews on collectibles and just Dragon Ball content in general. So you won't be bored on there. Please check it out if you'd like.
Yes.
And of course, Anime Adventures. You got to check that out too, because we've done interviews on my channel and on her channel. So there you go. You'll find a lot of great stuff.
Yes. And we've done things like Stephanie Nadalny and I did a big Kamehameha for you as a shout out to the Goshin.
It's on my channel too. Yeah. So yeah, of course, definitely check out both of our channels, and we love to see you there and comment and interact, and we love all that. I love the fans.
Yeah. Oh, there's your channel right there. Thank you,
there you go.
Con Live, who is supporting this.
SSJGoshin4.
Yeah.
SSJGoshin4. Almost got it. But thank you. But yeah, I love this interview. I love being here with you, Elise. You are the best. Thank you. I'm so grateful for our friendship and just being in this position to interview you right now.
Well, me too. I appreciate you so much. I think back to when you first reached out to me, and I'm so grateful you did, because you and I have talked, of course, on camera, but we talk so often off camera as well. So I appreciate your friendship, and thank you for hijacking my channel for a day and asking me the questions.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely fun to do that. So guys, make sure you subscribe to Anime Adventures. You click the notification bell. Comments. We love everyone who is interacting here on the live, and everyone who's watching on Anime Adventures as well. Thank you, guys.
It's Pan saying bye. Thank you.
Peace out, guys.
See you later. Peace.
Keep breaking limits. Peace.